I understand that you were in the police service before you became mayor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Gaano po kayo katagal sa police service?
Sir, 38 years.
Kailan po kayo nag-retire?
April 11, 2020, sir.
2020. So after that, you ran as vice mayor in 2022. Yun po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Nung kayo po ay, before your retirement, saan po kayo na-assign?
Immediately, before my retirement, I was a Director of Logistics Support Service in Kamkrame, Quezon City.
As per record, naging regional director din po kayo ng Region 4A, hindi po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kailan po kayo na naging regional director ng Region 4A?
From June 1, 2018 up to October 20, 2019, Your Honor.
Okay. Kailan po nangyari yung pag-assassinate kay Mayor Halili?
I think it's was on July 2, 2018, Your Honor.
So kayo po, nung nangyari po yung insidente, kayo po ang regional director?
Yes, Your Honor.
So therefore, after the incident, I'm very sure that there were reports by the provincial director and the chief of police that were submitted to your office.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you're very much aware of the incident, the facts of the case, lahat. Alam ho ninyo yon. Dahil nagsabit yung provincial director po sa inyo, hindi po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So nangyari po yung insidente July 2018.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nung pag-assassinate po kay Mayor Halili, ano po kagad ang ginawa nung kapulisan doon?
I was part of the first responder coming from Camp Vicente Lim immediately after the flag raising. I went there. I was joined by the provincial director as well as the chief of police. But when I arrived there, the mayor was already in the hospital, and I went into the crime scene. I walked over. I went into the place where the sniper's supposed position, and I immediately conducted an estimate as to the range, the distance between the firer and the mayor. I even used, since there was no instrument, I used calculation using sin theta.
So nung sinukat ho ninyo yung layo, the distance between the gunman and Mayor Halili, gaano po kalayo yung sukat ho ninyo?
My estimate then was around 75 yards, Your Honor.
So was that a precise measurement o ano lang ninyo, estimate lang ninyo?
That was based on my estimate. The exact measurement was done by, I think it was done by SOCO and the SITG commander.
So ano ho bang resulta nung sa SITG? Ano talaga ang eksakto ng measurement nun?
Sir, may I ask the SITG commander to...
Sige, pwedeng...
and the provincial director of Batangas
yes,
to...
please let them take the stand.
Yeah.
Sino po ba ang may first-hand information who can tell this committee ang exact measurement ng ginawa ninyo sa investigasyon, gaano kalayo yung distance nung from the gunman to the mayor himself?
Honestly, sir, hindi ko po alam talaga yung eksaktong distance. Ang alam ko, ginamitan po natin yun ng
Rangefinder.
Rangefinder. Yung pong sinasabi ni General Carranza, yung air distance. Our estimate is 65 yards.
Make an exact measurement during the investigation. Dapat sana nun, nakita ko dun sa TV, during the news reports, pinakita ho yung site kung saan ginawa yung pagbaril. You should have taken the measurement para makita ho natin. So pagpalagyan na natin 75 yards. Anong baril ang ginamit? Sa investigasyon nun ninyo, ano ang ginamit? Was it a handgun? Was it a rifle? Ano hong caliber yung ginamit nung pagpatay kay Mayor Halili?
Sir, as to the caliber used, it was a 5.50, based on the report submitted, it was a 5.56 slug recover, shell that was recovered, and the slug recovered from the victim, sir.
So nakakuha kayo ng slug dun sa victim and then nakakuha kayo ng shell dun sa gun site.
Sir, can I allow my former provincial director in Batangas
Yes.
to give the exact detail?
Your Honor, sir, that's correct, sir. We recovered an empty shell from the gun site snipers area supposedly, and a slug from the body of Mayor Halili, Your Honor.
So how many shots were fired? Isa lang?
Yes, sir. According to several witnesses, from the affidavits taken by the Tanawan City Police Station, sir, isa lang, sir, yung putok na narinig, sir.
So kung 75 yards yan, do you think that an ordinary shooter would be able to fire precisely doon sa katawan ni Mayor Halili, or should it be a trained sharpshooter ang gagawa nun? Gano'n ba kalayo yung 75 yards? Dito hanggang dyan, is that 75 yards o malayo pa?
Your Honor, with my experience, I'm not a sniper, but at the distance of 75 yards, I can easily hit a target paper. Considering that the body is bigger than the Alpha, I've been using also an M16 rifle. I can easily hit an Alpha shot with a distance of 75 yards.
Saan po ba natamaan si Mayor Halili?
On his chest, Your Honor.
So, napaka-insakto naman kung sa chest niya, di sa puso niya binaril ng sniper, hindi po ba? So, that would mean that the shooter was really trained ikangang shooter. Kasi mahirap po yung maaaring kung hindi siya trained, maaaring lumihis ng konti, pero the heart was really the target of the sharpshooter. Ngayon, ang tanong ko,
Yes, Your Honor.
yung mga ganong sitwasyon na very precise yung pagbaril kay Mayor Halili, would you say that the shooter could be possibly a military person who is well trained in handling a rifle?
No, Your Honor.
Bakit naman?
Per our experiences, there are civilians who are already using long rifle. And with what I have observed, most of the civilians are already very proficient in the use of long firearms. So it doesn't limit suspects being a military or coming from the armed organization. Those who had been used into using long firearms are equally capable of hitting from that distance, Your Honor.
So even a civilian could really hit a target 75 yards away precisely. Ganun po ang sinasabi ho ninyo, Mayor Carranza.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, pagdating nyo doon, inimbestigahan nyo kaagad, tapos how many months did you investigate the incident?
I let my provincial director who was on the top of the investigation to give an answer.
How
on
many
that.
months did you investigate the incident?
Your Honor, we conducted continuous follow-up investigation led by the Tanawan CPS with their investigation on case. Tuloy-tuloy yun, sir. Actually, the last progress report is the 13th progress report last issued on March 2020 na, sir.
So 2 years after. 2 years after the incident, nagpapatuloy pa rin ang investigasyon ninyo. So after 2 years, Was the investigation terminated?
It is considered as a cold case, so the SITG, regional SITG, decided to turn over the case to CIDG, Your Honor.
So open, hindi pa case closed yung kay Halili incident. Kung ganun, kung tinurn over lang ninyo.
Yes, sir. That's correct, sir.
So after 2 years, there was no concrete conclusion. Yung bang ibig nyo sabihin? Kasi tinurn over nyo doon. There was no concrete conclusion of the investigation na ginawa ninyo.
Yes, sir. Because of lack of witnesses and credible information. Pero tuloy-tuloy yung pag-gather nila. That's why inabot kami ng 13th progress report, Your Honor.
Ilang progress reports?
13, sir. 13.
13 progress reports.
Yes, sir.
So you must have made a very thorough investigation on the matter, and probably you had interviewed several witnesses. Mga ilang witnesses bang in-interview niyo dito?
As per records of the case, sir, about 4 or 5 members of the City Council, including the Vice Mayor, the SK Chairman, 1 witness working at the, I think, Loyola Memorial, near the place of the gun site, at the back of the City Hall. So more or less 9 or 10 witnesses, Your Honor.
9 or 10 witnesses lang ang na-interview ninyo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sa tingin ninyo, ano ang rason bakit pinatay si Mayor Halili? I'm sure this came out. 2 years kayo nang imbestiga eh. So sa pag-iimbestiga ninyo, I'm amazed, I'm surprised na 10 lang ang in-interview ninyo since this is a very big case. Okay, so ano mga possible motive? Wala bang lumabas doon sa investigasyon ninyo kung ano mga possible motive sa pagpatay ni Mayor Halili? I'm very sure that you have received probably unverified reports, you have received rumors or whatever unofficial reports regarding the killing of Mayor Halili. Ano bang nasagap ninyo doon sa pag-imbestiga ninyo? I'm very sure that there were some tidbits of information regarding the character of Mayor Halili that could lead to his killing. Ano ba ang sa investigasyon nyo? Ano bang nahagip po ninyo?
Your Honor, there were many angles initially considered by the SITG, regional SITG. My business, sir, old grudge. Then, yung statement ni, yung isang security na, sir, si Mr. Lungalong sa affidavit na, sir, na nababanggit ni Mayor sa kanila, sa statement niya, sa statement number, question number 11 and 12, ang sabi nung isang security officer niya, sir, is maraming nababanggit si Mayor na nagbamata sa buhay niya dahil sa paglaban niya sa illegal drugs at saka criminality, Your Honor.
Pero bakit merong mga aligasyon? You're saying na maraming nakalaban si Mayor Halili against illegal drugs. However, based on the newspaper reports and some reports that have come out, alam na ho natin, doon sa previous administration, in fact, I think Mayor Halili was accused that he was involved in illegal drugs. Hindi ba nasama sa pag-imbestigan ninyo yon?
Kasama din, Your Honor. In fact, may finalo up yung ating Tanawan City Police Station na mga yung parade of shame niya, then a certain Jerry Halili na isang drug pusher sa area na allegedly, as per the investigation of Tanawan City Police Station, ay pinalayas niya because of his drug activities.
Hindi, pero yung aligasyon na si Mayor Halili ay involved sa droga, hindi ba lumabas doon sa investigasyon ninyo?
Wala kaming conclusive. We were not able to gather conclusive evidence as to that effect, Your Honor.
Kayo, Mayor Carranza, you're the regional director then. Was former Mayor Halili included in the narco list?
Sir, as regional director, we were not furnished any list coming from the PRRD list. We are not in possession of PRRD list. There was another person who called me trying to follow up the case of Mayor Halili. When I checked with our Regional Intelligence Division, the report we have in the Regional Intelligence Division was, it was documented, I think it's still with R2, that Mayor Halili way back in 1992 was involved into gun running. That's the only report we had that was documented in the Regional Investigation Division.
So he was never included in the narco list?
I have not seen the list of those involved into illegal drugs, sir. Honestly, sir, even the provincial director doesn't have any list regarding those who were listed as high-value targets.
So you did not receive any rumors also or unverified reports regarding the involvement of Mayor Halili sa drugs?
There were rumors that he was involved into illegal drugs, and I received report that the former chief of police, as I look up into the report way back in 2016, conducted a tukhang regarding the ABC president of Tanawan, including the mayor, were subjected to tukhang.
I'm asking these questions, Mr. Chair, because in 2018, there were reports that it's highly probable that Mayor Halili is a victim of AJK. Nangyari, nakita na po natin yung kay Wesley Barayuga, kung saan after the death of Wesley Barayuga, he was included in the narco list. But, of course, yun what it was fabricated to justify the killing of Wesley Barayuga. So I'm just trying to connect the dots, Mr. Chair, na maaring yung pagkapatay kay Mayor Halili, this was part again of false reporting na pinalabas na si Mayor Halili ay isang involved sa illegal drugs, but truth of the matter, he might not be involved, but to justify the killing, inilagay na naman siguro ito sa isa sa mga narco list kagaya kay Jed Madela, who was Jed Mabilog pala, wherein if you recall during his testimony that he was also included in the narco list, but eventually he was not even involved in illegal drugs. So yung po ang tinitignan natin. Ngayon, andito po ba si Captain Albotra?
Yes po, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Captain Albotra, alam na ho ninyo siguro yung sinabi ni Colonel Garma na maaring itong bumaril o pumatay kay Mayor Halili ay isang sharpshooter ang maaring gumawa nito. Alam ho ba ninyo itong statement ni Colonel Garma?
Hindi ko po maalala, Mr. Chair, na ang alam ko lang po is nagsabi daw po ako sa kanya, Mr. Chair, na nagmayabang po ako, Mr. Chair, sa kanya po.
Doon na nga ako papunta yung sunod ko na patanong sa iyo, Colonel Albotra. Sinabi niya sa affidavit niya, and to this, she testified in this committee na during one of baka drinking session or one of the events, pinagmayabang mo daw that ikaw ang nagpapatay kay Mayor Halili. Or it could be that what you said is that you were involved or you participated in the killing of Mayor Halili. Ano po ang masasabi niyo doon?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, ang naalala ko po sa sinabi ni Ma'am, I did that during the courtesy call po, Mr. Chair.
Kasi ang sabi ni Colonel Garba, ito, ang sabi mo daw, ayon kay Captain Albotra, ang may kagagawan nung pagpatay kay Mayor Halili ay isang sharpshooter.
Yun po ang sinabi niya, Mr. Chair.
Sinabi mo ba yon?
Mr. Chair, hindi po, Mr. Chair.
At binanggit mo rin na sinabi mo doon sa kausap mo na nakarating din kay Colonel Garma, sinabi mo na madali lang malaman kung sino ang may kapabilidad na gawin yon dahil ito ay isang special skill.
Wala po akong maalala na nagsabi po ako na ganyan, Mr. Chair.
Alam mo, mas mabuti sana kung nandito si Colonel Garma pero this was already asked and Garma stands by her word that you indeed said these words na there is a narrative May narrative siya na tama yung narrative niya na sinabi mo nga, you have a theory na sharpshooter lang ang may kagagawan nito at madali lang malaman ito dahil hindi basta-basta na makakagawa nito kung walang kapasidad o walang skill na makagawa nito. So, in short, you're already laying the predicate and probably, highly probable na may alam ka talaga dito sa nangyari kay Mayor Halili.
Mr. Chair, siguro po, nasabi ko po sa kanya, Mr. Chair, nasabi ko po nung last hearing na ang kaya lang gumawa nun, Mr. Chair, is yung mayroon pong kakayanan, Mr. Chair, sa sniper or ganun po, Mr. Chair.
Anyway, Mr. Chair, may I ask the SITG, since the case is not yet closed, sabi nga ninyo, hindi naman na-terminate and you're not able to find a conclusion to this case, tapos tinurn over nyo sa CIDG. Now, since this is a new information that has come up based on the testimony of Colonel Garma, na nagmayabang nga itong si Captain Albotra na involved siya sa pagpatay kay Mayor Halili, wala ba kayong plano na buksan uli yung investigasyon since this is a new information that has come to light? Alam naman natin, this is considered already a cold case. Now, cold cases can go up to 20 years, 30 years, but if something comes up, if a new information comes up relating to a cold case, it can be reopened. Ang tanong ko po sa SITG, wala ba kayong plano na buksan ito uli, itong pag-imbestiga ng pagpatay kay Mayor Halili?
Your Honor, meron po ditong letter order, dated October 23, 2024. Nagkaroon na po ng bagong komposisyon ng SITG Halili. Ang nag-issue po nito ay yung bago pong leadership ng Police Regional Office 4A under kay Brigadier General Kenneth Lucas.
Anong petsa ho nung order?
Ito lang po, October 23, 2024, just this year.
Also, bago lang yan.
Bago lang po ito.
Oh, so that means that they will reopen the case based on
Yes,
that
sir.
order.
Opo,
Well, that is good, Mr. Chair. Ngayon, ang pangalawang tanong ko, alam naman ho ninyo yung kay Mayor Perez na nangyari, Mayor Carranza. Is this part of your region, Laguna?
Sir, this happened when I was already a retired police officer. I was
Kailan
not.
po nangyari yung kay sa Laguna? December 2020 pala, no? Yung kay
Yes,
Mayor
sir.
Perez. So, sino po ang nandyan na police personnel na na-assign sa Laguna nang nangyari yung kay
Sir, the regional
Mayor Perez?
director then was Police Brigadier General Pipoy Natividad.
General, kamusta naman po yung pagpatay kay Mayor Perez? Is this related to the killing of Mayor Halili?
Yes, sir. Good evening, Mr. Chair and members of the panel. Actually, sir, it has nothing to do with the case of Mayor Halili. It's a different case po ito, sir, from what happened from Mayor to Mayor Halili, kay Mayor Perez po.
So anong update nitong kay Mayor Perez? I'm sure that it was nangyaring insidente when you were the regional director. So you conducted also investigation on this matter. Ano na po ang update nito?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Actually, it happened that was December 3 of 2020, the night of December 3, 2020.